Alright, so I really enjoyed watching Twin Peaks, so I'm gonna tell you all about it. So, starts off, body washes ashore of Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, picturesque town in Washington, super small, everyone knows each other, nothing ever goes wrong. Until one day, Laura Palmer washes up on fucking shore, dead. Let me repeat that. Laura Palmer. So that may not seem important to you or me, but to Twin Peaks, this was a fucking huge deal. She was like Miss Homecoming Queen. She was everyone's favorite person and beloved by everyone in town. So everyone's obviously freaking out, like, what the fuck, who killed Laura? So, obviously, whenever a white girl goes missing, FBI comes to investigate. So Dale Cooper, he is like this eccentric, I don't know, like he's like a genius almost. He's so fucking cute. Let me just get that off my chest. He lit my fire from day one. I don't know what he looks like now, but in 1989, he was flawless. So he comes into town and he's a genius, so he obviously knows how to fix everything and knows how to solve all the problems that are going on. So, the more he digs into it, the more you start to find out, like, crazy shit about everyone in town. Like, Twin Peaks is definitely not what it seems. It's actually a lot more, like, sinister, and everyone's, like, living a double life almost. So, Laura, did I already say this part? I don't know. But Laura, she ended up being, like, this drug-addicted hoe. She would sell her shit to everybody, and she would be storing cocaine left and right. And it was like a total 360 from what, like, the impression that you initially get, which is, like, this good girl. So, I thought that was interesting. I don't know why, but I love when perfect people end up being not perfect. It makes me feel a lot better about myself, maybe. Let's see. And then the aging Dale Cooper, figures all this shit out. And he's like, okay, there's a lot more going on here than just some girl dying mysteriously. So it ends up being, I'm gonna, like, tell you anyways, I might as well just get off. Not in that kind of way. Might as well just get it out of my chest, off my chest. Okay. What was I saying? So Dale Cooper figures all of this out, like, it's more than what it seems. There's something else going on here. It's not as simple as what we had initially thought. So, long story short, there's like this secret spirit that lives in the woods of Twin Peaks, and there's a malevolent, like, side to the spirit, and then there's also, like, a evil side. So, I guess not, like, one physical spirit. It's, like, two dimensions. So, evil dimension, good dimension. Good dimension's called the White Lodge. Bad dimension is called Black Lodge. So the Black Lodge has, like, serial killers and, like, just, like, criminals, and everyone who's evil basically goes there, and that's where they live. So someone from the Black Lodge, who ends up being named Bob, a long time ago, back when Laura's dad was, like, a little kid, possessed him at their family lake house. And after that, every now and then, Bob would, like, come out and basically take over Leland, which is her dad, Leland's body, and make him do, like, outrageous shit. So the people that live in the Black Lodge feed off of, like, fear and embarrassment and just, like, bad feelings. They feed off that. They call it, like, Gambosia or some weird shit. I forget what it's called, but it's something weird. So they feed off of that. So obviously Bob is going to make Leland do crazy shit so he can feed off the sadness that it brings to the people around him and to him himself. So whenever Bob takes over Leland's body, like, full control, everyone sees Leland as what Bob used to look like. So no one knows that it's Leland who is possessed, because whenever Leland is being fucking weird, everyone thinks it's Bob. Or they see Bob, and they don't know who Bob is. So, oh yeah, so basically, Bob is obsessed with Laura And ever since Laura was 12, he was like sexually abusing her and all this crazy shit and giving her like, making her have bad ideas and thoughts and making her like go down a bad path. So basically, I feel bad for Laura because she was like being not, well, yeah, violated, but also just forced to be living this crazy ass life of drug addiction and casual sex. Anyways, so we find out again that like Leland is Bob and Bob is raping Laura. So huge deal. Laura is trying to figure out who Bob is. So Bob has been sneaking into her house since she was 12 or some shit like that, and was like doing all these crazy shit to her, and ever since then she's like, who the fuck are you? Like, why are you breaking into my house? Which I actually don't understand now that I'm thinking about it. Why wouldn't you like scream? If you look at like their house, Laura's room's over here, parents' room is over here. If someone comes in my fucking window, Mom, Dad, what the fuck? Someone's coming in. She didn't do that. Not that I'm blaming her or anything like that. Maybe she was scared. But what I'm trying to get at is that she has been sexually abused since she was 12. So this is like a big thing. It makes her develop into like I said, like the crack addicted or cocaine addicted harlot. Fuck. I'm losing my train of thought. So you find out, oh, like she's in bed and she like figures out like, there's like a moment, like a lapse moment, like where she gets to see who's actually like doing everything to her. So she's like sitting there and she like looks up and she sees Bob, and then for a split second she sees her dad and she's like, ah, like going crazy because that's your dad, like, oh. So, fuck. So, after Laura finds out that it was her dad who was like doing all this crazy shit to her, and she basically just wanted to die, Bob was like so obsessed with her that she's like, he was trying to like, I keep saying like, wow, Valley Girl. He was like, fuck. I'll have to do this another time.